Cowabunga Gamers, welcome back to another episode of Technological Journey. Last time we finished off the Advanced Platinum line, getting osmium, iridium, and gold, and nickel and copper from the two residue dusts. And currently, if you take a look at platinum, we have almost 9,000 platinum. Iridium, we have 3,800 iridium. And osmium, we have 1,000 osmium. So we're doing good numbers. We're doing good numbers here. This time, I think we actually have to bite the bullet. Yeah, we have to bite the bullet and start getting into nuclear, which is its own whole thing. So there's a few steps here before we get to the actual nuclear part that we're going to try to bust out today. Namely propane. We need yttrium, which this all gets, and then argon, alloy blast furnace. We want to get a reactor. Ideally, we get the breeder reactor, since this is better. It's better, at least from what the description here is telling us. The breeder is more complicated to automate, requires IV components, and needs some U32. It rewards with better yields, and it enables skips rungs. So that's what we're going to aim for. So let's just jump in. I know we need a few chemical reactors, but first we need to figure out where we're going to put this. I'm thinking over in the tungsten area. We have travel linkers now, by the way. Over in the tungsten area might be our best bet. There's a bunch of space here, and there's not really any need for... I can't imagine anything else we're going to put in this room. So we're going to put propane stuff here. We're going to start on this side just to like separate it kind of in case we need to. So let's start at the start with propane and propane accessories. So propane, how do we get propane? Propane we get from hydrocracked propane, but that requires propane already, so that's not too interesting. Wait, hydrogen propane, interesting. We can get it from a chemical dehydrator and a chemical reactor, but neither of those are really what we're looking for. Light fuel. Refinery gas doesn't give us much. Butane, also not a lot. 250. Only 15 there. 150 from heavy fuel. Hydrocracked butane. So we might just do heavy fuel. This might be... Oh, but that is a ton. That's 3, 6, 9, 10. That's an 11 high. That's a 12 high. Distillation tower. But you know what? That's fine. We also need everything for heavy fuel. So we need another cracker unit and some more heavy fuel. Sulfuric. So we need oil. Okay, so we're back here. We are back here. Okay. This might be its own thing today. We might be doing oil processing today instead of everything we plan to do, which is fine. It happens. All we really need to do is just find an empty room to put it. And I think over here will be best. Do we want it next to power? Let's put it over here. No, that's nuclear. Yeah, so we're going to put it over here. This is going to be our oil processing room, which is fine. I'm surprised we were able to put off oil processing for so long, in fact. So where do we start? We start with space. Space has oil, right? So we need to go, so that's Titan. Titan has oil. So that's our first step, oil. Heavy oil, raw oil, right? No. Oil, and then we put that in a distillation tower. So we need one distillation tower. That gives us sulfuric heavy fuel. That gives us a few things. How do we want to store this? We store this, do we just store this in AE? We could dedicate a drive per. We don't have to store the oil. What are we doing here? Oh, that's a lubricant. And then we want heavy fuel, which comes from hydrogen. So that's easy. We'll get a large chemical reactor for that. Heavy fuel, hydrogen, sulfuric. Ah, I see. Hydrogen sulfide, so we can split that up. Okay, well. Let's make a pump and let's make some distillation towers. We're gonna need like 5 of these. Oh boy. Clean stainless steel. We're gonna need a few of those. Distillery. Okay. Nope. Oh, how's this gonna work? So what we've learned from platinum is that ME is gonna be like over here. And the first distillation tower will be right here. Okay. So let's see. So the first distillation tower, right? Oh, what does this multi-block look like? Okay, cool. Is there output bus? Why does... Okay. What we need, focus. First step, oil. Oil goes into a distillation tower and you get 4 outputs. So we need 4 output hatches and we need an input hatch. Where is my input hatch? Right here. Okay. We also need a EV energy input. So the input hatch is going to go in the middle. The clean stainless steel is going to come around. Output will go on the back here. No, energy will go on the back here. And then we also need maintenance. So maintenance is going to go here. Let me gather all the materials we need and I'll bring you back. Okay, we are back. Got the distillation tower all built. We also went to Titan and placed the pump on an oil vein, so we're getting oil. So now is the time where we get to set this up. So obviously the first thing we need are some fluid interfaces here. This is just going to be oil. Nothing too special. Actually, let's think about this really fast. So we need... Actually, no, we don't. Because orange is power. And I would put it in the most awkward position, wouldn't I? So let's think. So orange is going to come down the middle here. So you have orange comes... We need power. So the power is going to be like here. Actually, that works really well for us. Good thinking. Me. Right? And then we have do we want to put the oil just on main like this? I mean, there's really no reason not to, I think. So the oil will go up. We also need to get this set up with power. Which should be pretty quick. See, I don't know if I like having the bag open all the time or only some of the time. Or having to have the bag, use the bag to open the bag is kind of what I mean. Like, it's nice and all, but like, kind of used to the other way. Okay, so I think this voids. So let's not run it. So now we need fluid interfaces for gray, for the channel. And then where are we gonna run? Hold on, something's wrong here. We're missing a fort. That's because it's like that. Where are we putting? No, it's not like that. It's like that. Okay. Where are we putting the terminal? Because I don't want it in the back of the base anymore. Do we just put it here? No. If we're going to put it there, we put it in the wall, right? We do something like this. Oh. Come down, and then it's this immediately opens to an orange. Okay, we're off to a great start. Because ideally, it's like here and hidden, and then we can just access it and view it. But if orange is going to be in the way here, right? No, we can figure this out. So this is all going to get cut out anyway, so you can safely ignore this. We go into here, we go there, we come in. All we have to do is just drop orange down. And then we're in. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Easy enough. Easy enough. What else do we need? We need a cell. We need a dense cell. We need drive. We need a terminal, a fluid terminal, mostly. I might as well get an item terminal as well. And then we need patterns for the fluid cell. Is 4K gonna be enough? Honestly, we might as well go all out and get 16K, right? No reason not to. So right now we have like 4 outputs. So let's get some of those. Actually, if we're doing this, we might as well do it properly, right? There we go. Okay. Okay, so I realized I was being kind of overzealous with the storage cells for these. So I've made a few super tanks. I've also made some trash cans because I've figured out that this stops when an output is full, which is good, which is what we want. So we just need to go through here and figure out what we want. Like, do we want sulfuric gas? Sulfuric gas becomes refinery gas, which becomes LPG, and LPG isn't used for anything. So I don't think we really want refinery gas. So refinery gas can just go to a trash can. But naphtha here. Naphtha I think we do want. Do we want naphtha? Hydrocracked naphtha, steam cracked naphtha. This becomes butane and propane. So yes, we do want this because this becomes the propane which we want. So that means you get a storage bus or a tank. Sulfuric light fuel becomes light fuel, which becomes hydrocracked, which then becomes like all this can turn into propane. The question is, do we want all this to become propane, right? So this is hydrocracked. Hydrocracked. Yeah, these two become the same, have the same. Hydrocracked naphtha and hydrocracked light fuel. What about steam cracked? If we go to light fuel and then cracker and then steam cracked becomes, oh, steam cracked becomes everything, dude. Naphtha, toluene, propane is 250. This is light fuel, so then why would we ever want this? This gets us naphtha, but we don't really need naphtha. Okay, this is a mess. This is a cluster. Anyway, we'll just save everything this produces, which is fine. Now the next question is, do we sulfuric? Oh, okay, I see. So this became light fuel. Are you still running? Yeah, you're running. You're right. You're producing stuff, but you're not producing anything. Wait, where's light fuel? Light fuel's right here. Light fuel's going up. Sulfuric light fuel, why? What did we do? What did we screw up? I knew this would happen when we tried this. So sulfuric, you have naphtha, you're going in. So everything is good. Huh. Okay. Weird. Anyway, this is going now. So we have all the outputs of oil. Now, what do we do with all this? We could, like, part of me wants to make one large chemical reactor have a quadruple input hatch and a quadruple output hatch, and then just kind of see if that works. So since that's the cool way, or a cool way to do it, that's the way we're going to try it. So let's go grab stuff for a chemical reactor and see if we can get this set up correctly. We don't have any, there it is, PTFE casings. So this is going to be like this. We have the output hatch. We have that. Now, quadruple input hatch and quadruple output hatch. So quadruple. See, this is going to be really cool if it works, but really dumb if it doesn't work. So output hatch is going to go there. Is this right? Yeah, this is right. And then the quad input hatch is going to go here. Where's my wrench? So here, the output hatch is going to get one of these, and the input hatch is going to get one of these. But the input hatch... Oh, hold on. Hold on. I think we need... Are we hydrocracking or steam cracking? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Because hydrocrack gets us 6. We're not even there yet. We need to desulfuricize it. So we need a circuit. We need a circuit of 0, right? Sulfuric heavy goes into a large chemical reactor with a circuit of 0. Yep, cool. With a circuit of 0. And then in here, we need... Yeah, so oil, sulfuric, these 3. Sulfuric, sulfuric naphtha, sulfuric heavy fuel, sulfuric light fuel. And then this gets mixed with hydrogen. So we need hydrogen in here. So those are all go in, and it'll come out here. But we also... We need a fluid storage bus here that only extracts. And then here, we can put hydrogen. Right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So now you're getting full. You have everything. So we should just need to hook you up to power. Hold on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're making a mess. We're making a mess. Yes, we are. We are making a huge mess. That's fine. That is fine. This is fun. We're gonna need some more P2P tunnels. Cool. P2P, okay. Set this to input, bind. Let's see if this works. Let's hope it works. Sulfuric, nothing. Sulfuric light fuel in a large chemical reactor with hydrogen. 2 buckets of hydrogen, 12 buckets. Yeah. Shoot. We were hopeful. It didn't work. That's why we test these. Okay, let me go back to the drawing board. Okay, so that just kind of started working. It's full of naphtha though, which is fine. Shoot. Right, because that's got nowhere to go. Or do we want to do super tanks? No, let's do cells. Cells are more fun. So we need 1, 2. We need hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide can probably just get removed from existence. Yeah. So let me come down here. We're gonna have we're gonna have a little place here. We're gonna have this. This is gonna have the lowest priority, and it's also going to be filtered. So right now it's just getting rid of hydrogen sulfide, which it did. You need to stop because you're making something and running through this. Naphtha, where did the naphtha go? No. Where did the naphtha go? Why are you empty? You're empty. Sulfuric heavy. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay, so you get an output, you're getting output, and you're getting output. Okay. So everything there is correct. It's getting output. Okay, we are back. I'm just finishing up getting the cells partitioned. So we should be able to turn... Yeah, so everything should have gone into... Yeah, okay. So you're going... Right? Yeah. We're doing heavy fuel now. So we should be getting more heavy fuel. Yes. Heavy fuel is up, light fuel is up, naphtha is up. Sick. Okay, so this is working perfectly. So now that we have all of that, what are we doing? We have light fuel. Like, what are we doing with light fuel? We can mix it in a diesel, the nitro diesel, but I don't think we need nitro diesel anymore. We're not at the point yet. Light fuel and heavy fuel. Okay. So light fuel can go into a Kraken unit to get cracked light fuel. Same with heavy fuel. So we need maybe 1 or 2 cracking units. But then are we steam cracking it? If we're steam cracking it, we need another distillation tower. Steam cracked heavy fuel goes into all of these things. I like, do we need... All we want is... it gets... Propane's there twice. Ethylene. But if we hydrocrack it, we get light fuel, naphtha, butane, propane, and methane. Okay, we are back. After some deciding, I have decided to go with steam cracking the fluids. I've also decided we're probably going to upgrade the drilling rig we have for oil. It's taking a long time, and this has been running a while, and we only have like 49 buckets of naphtha. We don't have the quantities we think we should have, basically. So that's something we're going to have to deal with or take a look at in a bit here. But in the meantime, let's get input hatch. So what we need here, we need steam, but I think we want steam on its own HV fluid input hatch. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I would think we want to leave this as being on the subnet and not on the mainnet. Not that we couldn't have it on the mainnet, but I think this is going to be easier in the long run. So let me get some items here. We don't need this anymore, or this. Cool. So, oh, jeez. So power goes down. Hit it. Bind it. And then we want this to be steam. Where is steam? Steam is just right there. Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is where it becomes interesting. So we want light fuel, heavy fuel, and naphtha, I believe, is the third one. Yeah. So naphtha. Naphtha. Then we can put this on the subnet. If we have the subnet. No, we do not. This works. This works. If I can get the right. So this goes, you'll fill with everything. You will start filling up. I'm going to pause you. So right now we have, this is filling up with light fuel. And this needs to go back into another distillery. Do we want to just have, how do we want to store this? Because we need another distillation tower. We could do super tanks for each one. Because some of these, like heavy with light fuel, heavy fuel and naphtha is going to recircle. Toluene we don't really need. Benzene we could use. Butane. Propane, ethylene. So we could get rid of 2-3 of these. I'm not sure how I feel about getting rid of ethylene, but we could definitely get rid of toluene. We could keep methane as well. And then we could... Yeah. Okay, so let's do... Was that 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 high distillation tower? And then output hatches, we need, what, 8 of these? This is kind of silly, I think. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, is this a good idea? How many super tanks do we need? Let's do the bigger super tanks. Let's get 20 of those. And then I think we should be good. Hopefully. Maintenance hatch. So we need maintenance. Do we want? No, we can't use quad output or input. So that's gonna go there. We need an input. We could use the quad input hatch, I think. Just not output. Quad input. And then what would be here? Here would be steam cracked. Steam cracked heavy fuel, steam cracked light fuel, naphtha. And I think those are the 3 we're doing. Yeah. So those are gonna go there. This is gonna come out into here. And then we need more fluid interfaces. And then output hatches, right? Six, 7. We can't even get that high. Okay. Actually, you know what? You want to look cool? If we break through the ceiling. I think that would look kind of cool. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We need 11. 11. And then this is going to be this kind of shape. Right? Yeah. And then we can get a wand. Probably some more clean. Now this also needs a muffler hatch. So let's get a muffler hatch. And then yeah, that's it. Now, we also have, is there a way we want to put this on the blue network instead of having it here? We could do wireless AE. Like, this isn't too expensive. Yeah, I don't see why we don't at least try that, right? Where are we? Whoa. No. Okay, we need to... Travel anchors aren't working out the hottest, going to admit. But let's do this, and then... We also need this, which means we need another network tool. Quartz. Let me get this built, and I'll bring you back. Now, one of the things I just thought about was that we also get heavy and light fuel from this, so we want to keep those on the network, right? So, so the wireless connector can go here. We need some blue cable, don't we? There we go. So here's what I'm thinking. Oh, Christ. So all these are going to go onto blue. We have gray coming this way, right? Orange doesn't need to be here. So we can have a blue here with an interface. No, with a... Yes, with an interface here that stores heavy fuel, light fuel, and naphtha. Right? And naphtha. And then all we need hold on. How are we putting this in? So there it's a fluid interface, which means if we import it, right? If we get a bus, and then put in some acceleration cards here. So blue will store, it'll take the heavy fuel from this distillation tower. It'll try to put it into the blue network, see that there's no space except for this interface, and then it imports it, it loops back. Okay. So I think this is good to go. All we need is power. This is actually a cool way to do it. Where the hell are my P2Ps? There they are. So you go there. And then all we need to do has power. All we need to do is hook up blue now. So if we go to blue, if I can find it, I really need to fix the Travel anchor situation, maybe offset them. Okay. I don't know what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be oil. We need signs. So we can do this to oil. And then what do we need? What comes from steam cracked light fuel? Heavy fuel, naphtha, already accounted for. Toluene, already accounted for. Right, we have a toluene bucket. Yeah. But if we're already doing toluene and we need to get rid of it, we need, if we just set up a garbage can, then it's just going to take from the toluene ender tank and throw it into the trash can. So maybe there's a better way to do this. The better way to do this would be to have the ender tanks on top of their corresponding super tanks. And that means that when toluene comes into blue, the only place that would take it would be the trash can, right? So I think that's what we do. I think that's our game plan. So here's toluene, right? Next we have lava. This is oil. Oh shit, what is this? What is this? Oh, fluorine and chlorine are too similar. So this is fluorine. This is chlorine. Okay. So oil goes in. We could also put pumps if they're not going to be fast enough, which I don't think they are. So at least not the... We can test this out by draining it. Why is lava in this? Why is lava in this? Let me fix this. Okay, I got this all fixed up. I split up the ender tanks, so they're every other one, and I left room here. And then everyone in between is a product we get from the distillation tower. So all that we should need to do is this. Yes, yeah. So we can take that over here. I think this will work. Let me think. Yeah. So everything here should be good to go. Which means that we can hook that up. This has power now, but it needs a good fixin'. Quadruple input hatch. You can just do that, right? And then hold on. I think there's an issue here. Yes, there's a major issue. Do we put this and then that goes, so this should be full, or do we steam cracked, right? Heavy fuel, light fuel. No. What's happening here? This is the fluid interface. Yeah, and then this is the fluid storage bus. Is this supposed to be... Is this supposed to be a interface? it goes in here. Do you, oh, you're offline. Why are you offline? Because we never put the dense cell down. Which would definitely do it. Where are we putting this? Honestly, the best place to put it is probably here. Offline. You're offline because... Oh, did the, something died. Something died. Did you die? No, you're still good. Ah. I see. If we go back over to oil processing, right? This is probably using a ton of power. $800,000 energy usage. UAE RF 3.2 million RF. Yeah. Okay, so that's definitely why. Okay, so we need to figure something else out. Okay, we are back. I got cable run all the way. So this, so we should be seeing fluids in the tanks over here. Benzene? Yeah. Okay, so sick. We are. So that's good. And then we can get, do we want a fluid trash can now? Or do we want one later? If we do one now, it'll probably save us time in the long run. But could that bite us in the ass? Not really. Either way, I think we're gonna leave it for now. We will processing. Let's get this running. You're running and you're running. So everything here should work. Are we not getting, why are we not getting fluid into here? Are we just not getting oil? So you're going, you have steam cracked light fuel, which means you're only steam cracking. Oh, interesting. You are too fast. Do you stop? You should stop. You're 0.8 seconds. You're 0.3 seconds. Okay, so you do stop, which is good. Interesting. Can we put another energy input hatch on this? Does this, do you accept multi-amp? It'd be really cool if you did. Where is there? Yes, yes you do. And you are at 0.3 and you are at 0.3. So these are in sync. That's really good. Okay, we, oh, what the heck? Why are you not? Heavy fuel. It's the heavy and light fuel. That's not. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So those are in. Okay. Okay. I see what that means. So naphtha. No. Do we need to have like an intermediate tank here? That's just like a storage tank. Okay, we're back. I got this figured out. I have storage drives partitioned for naphtha, heavy fuel, and light fuel. And then under here, I have a fluid storage bus with these three, with the three we want to keep, into a quadruple input hatch, which then gets output it with a fluid import bus into the gray network. So that's how that's how this works, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool that that works the way that does. So I'm pretty happy with that. So Honestly, this works. We need to check oil because I'm not sure. I broke oil somehow. So we can double check that. Why is toluene going in here? Because we never set it to oil. Which makes sense. Okay, well, false alarm with that. Is heavy oil, raw oil, light oil, oil. And then we can just get rid of this. Yeah. And we can just put oil here. And so that's oil fixed. Beautiful. We're getting propane, which is nice. So I think this is a win for us. That means we can go here and check off propane. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is kind of dumb. This is kind of scuffed. You know what? It's my kind of scuffed. It's my kind of scuffed, where this needs to be sped up. Because we don't want this to be a bottleneck. So this should be running at IV. It is. And it's super fast. Super fast. Cool. Wait, is this the bottleneck even? I don't think this was the bottleneck. I think we just kind of overshot it. I think this is the bottleneck. I think this distillery is the bottleneck, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's my fault then. Unless we can put in, do we want to put in a cheeky another one? Nah, this is fine. This is fine. Input hatch. Steam cracked light fuel. Yeah, okay. So we'll keep working on the nuclear line next time. We'll start with butylaldehyde. Aldehyde. Butylaldehyde. And for this we need carbon monoxide, which is pretty simple. All it is a carbon. All it is carbon and an oxygen. Is there a better place to put this? We can put it on the end here. How much carbon do we have? We have a bunch of carbon. Okay, we are good on carbon. We also need this. So carbon on the back here. Yeah, so this will be oxygen. Just quickly set up a carbon line so that next time we can jump right into it. I know this episode was kind of like, what was this? Nothing got done. I mean, we did a lot of stuff got done. Nothing I planned to do, but it was stuff that needed to happen regardless. So I'm glad we finally flushed out the oil processing. So we're good to go for next time. Super tank? We don't need a super tank of this. We just need we're not like a big super tank, but we can do a little super tank. Wood tar, we don't need this. So next time we'll keep going through nuclear. I know it's such a long, convoluted path, but it looks exciting. It looks different, right? I don't think I've done anything similar for a while. Even the nuclear in Omna Factory wasn't anything special. One. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I shall catch you next time.